How's everybody? Oh, that was weak. You know, I'm going to say it again. How's everybody? All right, good, good. All right, let me tell this party. You guys want to join our party, or you want to have a separate party? All right. I've been a party. It's good.
This party has food.
This party has food. All right. So what's the lineup today? 11 o'clock sales meeting. You guys are here. So first off, congrats. Thanks for coming. Second off is we have Wendy Saltzman here, former ABC reporter, correct? And referral from Caitlin, right? Caitlin will give her some very, very good reviews. We all agree that video marketing is not going anywhere, as you can see, right? You guys agree?
Yes.
I read a stat last night, Wendy. About 400% more likely someone to look at your stuff if it's a video. Right now, emails, right? So that's awesome. All right, so we got that at 11. She'll be our main speaker today. And at 12 o'clock, we have free lunch. Anybody like free lunch? All right, everybody likes that. So the title company bought us lunch. So when you see them today, please tell them thank you. And at 12:30, we have
Kerry Shull, Dan Lesniak. From DC, I'm going to let them do their own introduction. They're going to be coming in a minute. You don't want to miss them. They're the real deal. But I'm going to let them do their own introduction.
Who plans on staying for both? Okay. All right, good. Cool. Good. All right. So, who likes contests? Only like 20% of the crowd? You guys weren't in line for the lottery, were you? All right, so grab your phone out. You guys have your phone? All right, you're seeing us on Facebook. We're cheating, but here's the deal. We're tired of Facebook taking our money for ads, just like Zillow. Who's tired of paying Zillow? So Zillow literally makes more money than what? Than realtors and income, right? So Facebook's trying to do the same thing. We're going to crack Facebook and break that before that happens. So are you guys aware that if you like something or share something, more likely it's going to get what? Seen, right? It'll be seen. If you just like it, commenting and sharing will be seen. Let me rephrase the comment. So if you share something or comment, it's more likely to be what? Seen, right? So do you guys ever have some, what do I post, what don't I post? Well, we're going to give you a chance right now to build your downline. So here's the deal. If you share our Facebook Live video right now, and if you're watching this, this is what we do. It's called Life. And it's called comment. So share and comment this live feed. I will give you a chance to win a prize tonight. Okay? The prize is either going to be cash, $50. I think we've got a gift card and fresh off the press, Keller Williams t-shirts. If you wear one of these t-shirts into a listing appointment, it will make you $5,000. People don't even ask you about your listing presentation. Nick Gigani told me about it. He literally walked into a presentation and a person says, "Where's the contract?" He said, "I haven't even told you the price." He said, "I just want to do business with you." So if you want that to exceed that also. Right? Good job, buddy. All right, so if you guys could like or share our live Facebook thread right now, we'd really, really appreciate it. It's on Jeremy Bowers' page. Now, when you guys like something and share it, do you guys understand the difference? So you share this. When you share it, what should you do on the share? Comment. So, throw out a name. Where's Walters? Walters, if you share this right now, comment on the share. So the reason why I'm bringing this up, besides get some free press, is you guys can get referrals from this. And I think a lot of people do. I think people are missing out on it too. So when someone likes something on Facebook for you guys, how do you feel? Huh? Instagram, same thing, right? Now, if someone comments, how do you feel?
Even better.
They're paying a little bit more attention to me. Fair? Now, if someone shares one of your posts and comments, how do you guys feel? Amazing, right? You want to run down on rocky steps in an art museum, right? You feel good. You feel important, right? That's what I want to try to point to drive home today, is if you guys do this with your clients and you do this with others, business will come back in different fashions. Does that make sense? So how will we determine the winner today? At the end of the meeting today, at the end of the day, I'm just going to look at the thread, because you're going to tag me. Please tag me. And whoever has the most likes and shares, I'll give you guys some prize money, gifts, or the t-shirt that just locks down listings. Is that cool? Good? Everybody cool? Any questions on it? All right. So, how do you guys give us referrals? I've had this question asked a lot lately. What's the best way to give us a referral? How do you give Jussie and I a referral? Who wants to build their horizontal downline? Raise your hand. Who would like to make anywhere between $1,000 to $40,000 a month on your downline? Well, I met a person the other day and they did, right? So one of the best ways to do it is you guys can be the salespeople, or you can go out and sell houses, and all you have to do is give a layup over to Jussie and I. Is that fair? So who do you think has recruited more people in their life? Us or you guys?
Yeah.
All right, so probably about 2,500 appointments at this point. So all you have to do is, Lindsay knows a person, maybe has some interest in real estate, or maybe she did a deal with someone. All she has to do is text Jeremy and say, Jeremy, call this person, this is why. That's it. That's one way. A second way is, maybe it's a little bit warmer, hey Jeremy, Susan's on the text, I want to introduce you to, and maybe she can come to one of our events, okay? We're not going to be pushy, we're not going to bother you, we're not going to put a bad, taste in our mouth because of your name. From there, we'll handle it, and who gets paid? You do. So you guys get tagged as the referring person, as a sponsor, so you can build your downline of referrals, okay? You guys are amazing. I got 39, Jess, I think it was like 39 referrals in 1 month from you guys by just passing them off that way. Now I do know some other people are trying to sell the person, talk to the person, help them. Take that time, you can join us, but take that time and focus on your business. We'll handle it for you guys and make it a win-win. Is that cool? Yeah. So I just want to bring that up because I've gotten that question a lot recently, and people were like amazed because I don't know what happened before. Walters, you never did this, but someone else told me this in another state, is they took the referrals and they put it underneath whose downline. Team leader took the leads, it's kind of weird, right? And then put the sponsor underneath their names, okay? So that won't happen here. Walters, that didn't happen with you, correct?
No.
It won't happen with Jussie, so I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. All right, so enough about referrals, enough about Facebook. Who wants some numbers? All right, so the other JB squared, will fire off the numbers for you.
All right, how's everybody doing?
Hello.
All right, just, give the assist to Jeremy or I, and we'll make sure that you guys are listed as the sponsor, so you guys can build that downline. The individual Jeremy was referencing, we met recently, who's making $40,000+ a month in downline, only has 15 people in his immediate downline. So 15. That could be a goal for each one of you guys. See your profit share go up, see your horizontal income go up. It's really, really valuable. All right, numbers for the office. So in October, as an office, we did $61.3 million of volume, and that is up 7% from last year in October for this office. Awesome. Year to date, January through October 31st, $675.2 million. That's up 30% from last year. We did 236 units in October, up 23% from last October. We did 2,457 units year to date. So we're still number one in trend in units. Now profit share.
Hold on.
You guys all see the check out there. Last month we did $45,300 in profit share. Okay, that's the downline we're talking about. That's amazing, but we're down 20% from last year. So let's try to pick that up a little bit. However, on the flip side, year to date in profit share, $400,086 in profit share year to date.
Back to the agents.
Back to the agents. Okay, $486,000 this year to date. Back to the agents. That's awesome. There's a lot of power in profit share.
So what should they be asking themselves? Are they getting their unfair share of that profit?
Yeah.
share,
How
right?
much are you getting?
Who got some of this check? Huh? It's one of the reasons why I'm here, right? Who? Raise your hand. This is pretty cool. Who got a cool picture too? Anybody got a picture? You videotaping it? You taking a picture?
I was taping it, but
All right, sorry.
I can take a picture. I'll take a picture right
so
now.
real curious. How many? Raise your hand again. Raise your hand again. All right. All right. Cool.
All right, we got some individual and group top 5 numbers for you guys. So in October, David Durrami did $1.8 million.
Ryan gets to wear a hat in the office?
Yeah, he can wear whatever he wants to wear. Just not a Cowboys hat, Laurie.
At least not this week. TK Kelly, $1.3 million in volume. Ryan Stewart did $1.1 million. Al Allen, $790,000 in volume. And Win McMinn, $786,490. Year-to-date volume, top 5, Allison Simon, $12.3 million. Heather Lacey, thank you, $11.2 million. Jim Roach, $10.5 million. Ryan Konofsky, $9.8 million. And TK Kelly, $9.7 million. So this is there to, recognize their success, but also to inspire everybody else. Let's get ourselves on that top 5. October group, Philly Living did $8.7 million in October. Center City Listings, $8.5 million in October. The Geddes Team, $2.9 million in October. Philly Property Hunters, $1.9 million. And the Daily Group did $1.5 million.
Whose hands are hurting? You guys' hands hurting? Feeling good? You're up?
Year-to-date groups, Philly Living, $107.1 million year-to-date. Center City Listings, $83 million. Geddes Team, $27.5 million. Michael Cohen Team, $24 million. And the Daily Group, $24 million. Congratulations to you guys. Units in October for individuals, Jim Roach, David Durrami, and Jesse Frank did 5 units. Min and Ryan Stawas, 4 units. Jen Stevie, Madeline, and TK, 3 units. Alright, some subscribe for everybody. Year to date, Allison Simon did 45. Heather Lacey, 41. Jim Roach, 33. Abe Thompson, 32. TK Kelly, 31.
Falling off on those cap flops,
We got a lot of numbers there.
We'll wait to the end, right? We'll wait to the end. We'll wait to the end. Well, hold on. We'll give them one big clap.
Let's do the October group and then an applause. October's group in units, Philly Living did 78, Center City Listings 39, Michael P. Cohen Team 20, Geddes Team 14, Philly Property Hunter, and the Daily Group 6. And then year-to-date groups, Philly Living's 808, Center City Listings 402, Michael P. Cohen Team 234, the Geddes Team 142, and Philly Property Hunters 85. All right, then we have new agents who have joined us in October. Gazi, Valerie, Matthew, Candace, Matthew, Polina, Thomas, Danielle, Khalif, Camille, Joe, Sarath, Jarrell, and Maureen are all brand new agents here. So we have a big love, big pictures, growing our family. And then we have a capper who capped last month. Is Valerie Nope. Valerie's not here.
She couldn't make it.
Doesn't like
She's
to
not, she's got something else.
Valerie, if you're watching this at home, congrats. All right, so real quick, whiteboard, go into the bathroom on the first floor right here. We've adjusted that. Hopefully you guys want to see what's going on with it. We put profit sharing numbers up for the year, and we put unit numbers up for the year volume. That's the thermometers. And then right next to that, we created a new piece that will have people that are past the number of top 5. So it'll be like top 15, top 20, so you guys can see each other's names, right? See other names up there also. So it's going to be stuff like volume, new listings under contract, new listings that you guys got. The first column is going to be groups and individuals, and then for sold, and then the next one's going to be listings, okay? And then the leadership committee is going to be up there. You'll see when you go over. There's a whole bunch of different things we're trying to tie together as a group, so you guys can see who's doing what. You guys can leverage each other. If you see something up there you don't think, It should be up there. Just tell us. We'll add it up there. Is that cool? All right. Leadership committee. One last thing. You want to give them a heads up about that?
Yeah, we had a great agent leadership committee clinic last week in Hershey, and we'll be sending out invites to invite the top 20% of the office to be on the agent leadership committees. So keep an eye out for that, and we're going to roll out a brand new ALC in January. We learned a lot as a leadership committee. We had a lot of great agents who came with us too.
Raise your hand if you
some
came.
great
Here.
value from that. So really excited about what's coming. So keep an eye out, and we'll be talking.
All right. So next up is going to be Wendy. But before Wendy goes, I want you guys, if you guys don't mind, give a quick glimpse and get them here while they're at lunch, and they come back afterwards and see you guys speak.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Floor is
Hey,
yours
guys.
real quick.
I'm Carrie Scholl. Dan, my husband, and I run a team in Virginia. We're #1 in Virginia. We'll do about 500 transactions this year. How many of you guys do the majority of your business with buyers? Raise your hands. How many do the majority of your business with sellers? Okay. So I wanted to get a gauge of what would be the most valuable. So my presentation today is going to be 5 hacks to double your income or reduce your time in half and help you achieve the same income in 2019, depending on your priorities. So what I found is that it's small hacks that make all the difference. So as an example, on our listing side business, we turned our process upside down, and I'm going to give you the fine points of what we did. We doubled our conversion at our size. We did that in the last 90 days. So I'm just going to give you exactly what we executed. On the buy side, how many of you guys have worked with a buyer that wasted the crap out of your time? Right? So I'm going to teach you how to screen them in the first appointment so that you leave the meeting aligned and you increase your conversion and you stop wasting your time. So I hope you join me today.
All right.
Hey guys, I'm Dan Lesniak. I Carrie's partner in business and life. So excited to be here. How many people in the room are newer agents? Okay. And then experienced, I guess, is the rest. So good mix, it looks like. So in my first year in real estate, it was about 6 years ago, I did 22 million in volume. And I wrote a book about it, which I know Noah has been giving out around the office, so thank you. And I'm going to talk about how to dominate your market. So it's based on what I did my first year, but it's not just for newer agents. You know, the principles work if you're an experienced agent and hit a kind of plateau, or you're on a team and you want to break into a new market. And we've used the same exact principles to take what we've done in Arlington and go to Fairfax and DC and kind of all the neighboring areas. So that's what we're going to focus on, or I'm going to focus on in my portion, and hope you guys can join us.
Thanks, guys. Wendy, the floor is yours.
Alright,
Sorry.
so good morning, everybody. My name is Wendy Saltzman, and I have to run my kind of program through my phone, so I'm going to be holding my phone on me. But I'm here to talk to you guys today about video branding and how to brand and market yourself, build your brand and your following by using video. So I am the owner of Philly Power Media, but before that I was a television news investigative reporter for 23 years, and I spent every day building my brand. Now, you may have absolutely no idea who I am. I won 3 Emmys. Most recently, I was brought in to launch the investigative team here at 6ABC, but that probably means nothing to you. I brought in a little video to kind of jog your memories, maybe, just in case you happen to see it. In this video, I was given a tip that there was a food pantry worker who was stealing food that was supposed to be for the needy. And so we chased him down, and here is what happened.
Thus hot on his heels, he fled for the freezer. He was trying to shove us and slam the freezer door shut, but not before we saw him dump it, the cold, hard proof. The shrimp that I just saw putting in there. All right, well, we'll take a look. This is what I just saw him dump. Can you see? Back to shrimp. Back to shrimp.
So maybe you didn't see my frozen shrimp expose. But the bottom line is I myself as a hard-hitting, no BS taken, I will chase you down in my high heels investigative team. And as a result of that, I was brought in to launch investigative teams at 3 separate stations across the country, including the one here, Philadelphia's powerhouse station 6 ABC. And I did all of this without an agent. A lot of television news reporters, they pay somebody 10% to get them jobs. I didn't do that because I branded myself. And so what I'm here to talk to you about today is how to brand yourself. Because each of you in this room know you need to. There are, so many of you in this office, thousands of realtors in Philadelphia. So how are you going to stand out and brand yourself? I want to start off talking about an elevator pitch. How many of you in this room have an elevator pitch? Can you raise your hands? Okay. Not very many. All right. So anybody practice their elevator pitch out of those few? Or feel comfortable coming up here in front of the room and giving it? Okay, we have no hands. Now that's a concern to me. Because in sales, which you all are in sales, ABC, always be closing. So you need to have a pitch. So in any environment, you can be closing the deal. So let's start talking about the elements of an elevator pitch. The first thing is you do not want to memorize it. You want to be able to use it in any situation. Make sure that it's fluid. Maybe you're picking kids up at a pizza party, or somebody was mentioning trick-or-treating. Maybe you're at a networking event or at a bar with friends. But you need to know the main elements of your pitch. And then you need to be able to change those based on the environment that you're in. So you don't want to have a script that you go through every single time. The other thing is you need to make it personal. If you are talking to somebody and you talk about yourself for 2 minutes straight, they are going to tune out. People want to be involved and engaged in the conversation. So you need to make it personal about yourself, and you need to make it personal about the audience that you are talking to. And you have a ready-made way to do this. A simple question. So where do you live? Get people talking about themselves. And then you use that as a point to continue on with your elevator pitch. Tell a personal story. There is a saying, facts tell, stories sell. Facts tell, stories sell. So you need to tell a personal story to get those people to relate to you. You could say, oh, you live in Bala? I had a client there. And 4 years ago, they bought a house for $1 million. We were able to sell it just a few months ago for $1.5 million. Now that story and the emotion that it evoked is going to stick in that person's head. So tell a story. And then what do they know that you are selling? You're realtors. What are you selling? You're selling the opportunity to make money off the sale of their house, the opportunity to save money if they're renting right now. You are selling a lifestyle. So you need to, people maybe want to move into a different neighborhood, change how they're living, where they're living. So you need to sell that to these people. What can you sell them that they need? And then most importantly, what makes you uniquely qualified to do that job? What makes you different than the person sitting next to you in this room or the thousands of realtors in Philadelphia? Maybe it's that your kids go to the same school district as they do. So you understand their needs in the community they're trying to stay in. Maybe it's that you live in that area and you have contacts who are currently looking to buy a home. So they've got a ready-made potential list of buyers. Or maybe it's that you are a marketing maven. But what is it about you that is unique that can help this person? And then the close or the ask. And this is the one thing that a lot of people forget about. It's how to close the deal. How to ask to continue the conversation. And again, you could say something as simple as, you know what, let me get your information. Maybe, I can run the numbers for you. You might not be willing or interested in moving right now, but maybe when Johnny goes off to college in 5 years, you may be. So let's start the conversation, see what your house is worth, and that way you continue the conversation and start building that relationship. So now, you've got this great elevator pitch. You're ready to use it in any situation. So what are you gonna do with it? Well, the bottom line is what we are doing here, one-on-one FaceTime, is invaluable. But you don't have all that time. The most valuable resource you have is your time, and you can't get any more of it. So, how are you going to reach people? You would have to look for an alternative to reach people where they are at. And I'm going to show you how to do that.
Hi, I'm Lila Rushton, and I'm a realtor at Keller Williams Realty. Keller Williams was voted the happiest place to work for by Forbes magazine, and that's a mantra that I live by. The people I work with are an extended part of my family, and I want my clients to feel the same way. My priority is to find my clients a house that they will love and a place that they can call home. I genuinely care about my clients' best interest. I treat my first-time home buyers like they were my own children and think, would I want my son or daughter to live here? And I put myself in my clients' shoes. I work with a lot of empty nesters and treat them as if they were my own friends and think about where they would like to begin the next chapter of their lives. I'm a Philadelphia native, born and raised. In my free time, you'll often find me at SoulCycle, exploring new restaurants in the city, or in my neighborhood by the art museum. I love this city. My many years of living here have given me a deep understanding of all the unique characteristics of the many different neighborhoods in Philadelphia. That understanding helps me guide you as we make the right choice for you and your family together. The way I approach real estate is as a team effort. I'll never stop working until we find you your dream home. Let me put my 2 decades of experience to work for you.
Okay, so what did we learn about Lila?
She's an ally.
She's an ally and an advocate. She, Philadelphia native. She is very personal. She treats her clients like they are family. She has 20 years of experience. And more than that, she seems like somebody you'd probably want to go grab a drink with, right? You hear and create a personal connection. And that's the important thing about video, is through video, it creates an instant connection with people. It's not just the voice on the end of a telephone line. You get a call, somebody, you say your name, probably goes in one ear, out the other. It's not just some blank name on the bottom of an email. Video creates an instant connection with potential clients because they get to see who you are and learn something personal about you. Video will help you to meet clients where they are at. Let's face it, all of us are on our phones, we are on our computers, we are on our iPads for hours and hours and hours a day. Some of us are on multiple devices at once. So where are your potential clients at? They're in that same space. They're doing the same thing. They're on social media. They're on their computers. And so you need to meet clients where they are at. And finally, video is a marketing monster. Let's take a look at some of these numbers. In 2016, 72% of all internet consumed was video. By 2021, that number will jump to 82%. Think about that. By 2021, only 18% of the time that people are online using the internet will they be reading or looking at pictures. 82% of the time, they are going to be looking at video. And what that means is that video is a must for anyone or any business who is marketing itself. How do you use video? Social media. Video ranks higher in social media algorithms than text and pictures alone. You talked a little bit about that. So, video. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, they know that what their consumers want is video. That you guys are viewing video, that your clients are viewing video. So they are more likely to share your video and put it higher in the feed because that's what they know the people that are watching you or on your feed want to see. In fact, video generates 1,200% more shares than text and pictures alone. More than 5 billion videos are watched on Facebook each day, and 82% of Twitter users say they watch video. This is an example from my business. I had just started up my company. I only had about like 400 people following me on my work Facebook page, which reminds me, please go follow Wendy Saltzman, Philly Power Media. And I was at a really important conference about breakthroughs in cancer research that I was working with. Posted pictures, statement. I got 814 interactions, people who saw that. I thought that was pretty good considering I only had about 400 followers. But then I posted my video business card, like what you just saw of Lila's. I got 6,400 people who were reached. That is an 800% increase. Nearly 4,000 people watched that video. And as Jeremy is saying, why is that? Because my friends were liking it. My friends were commenting on it. So it was popping up in their feeds. They were sharing it. So the interactions were increasing because people react to video, and so Facebook was sharing it exponentially more. This shows you the importance of video. So how else do we use video? On websites. If you have a website here as a realtor, you need to be using video, because in order to get on the first page, what they call above the fold on Google search results, you have got to have video on your website. So, if somebody Googles, Philadelphia best realtor, are they gonna find you? Well, videos are 53% more likely to generate first page rankings than traditional SEO, search engine optimization techniques. People pay big money for companies to come in and do search engine optimization on their websites. But what people need is video, and here's why. Google bought YouTube for $1.65 billion. Now, many of us, a couple years ago, I thought, who uses YouTube anymore? Like, this thing is gonna die, right? Oh no. Google knew what we didn't, which was that everybody wants video and is searching for video. So they invested $1.6 billion in YouTube, knowing the way that everybody is moving to. In fact, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Google is number 1, YouTube is number 2. That should tell you how important video is. Every minute, 300 hours of video is uploaded to YouTube. How else can you use your video? Just like Caitlin does. So Caitlin is one of my clients, and I coach my clients to do this, and I do this as well. Adding your video into your email signature. So again, let's say somebody contacts the office, you answer the phone, you want to follow up with them. You send them an email. You can send the video in the body of the email, or again, as I suggest, put it in your email signature. And then people, hey, I don't know who this person is from Adam. You send him an email, and then this is what you
Miss
get.
Caitlin Beck. 3.5 years ago, I moved back from New York City to Philadelphia to pursue my dream. What brought me back to Philadelphia is there's always something to do. I love running the trails, walking my dog, and especially the diversity of the restaurants. I love Philadelphia. What I bring to the table, aside from being an agent with Keller Williams, the #1 brokerage in the world, is my social media expertise. From Facebook to Instagram, my goal is to make sure that your property is seen and sold. My favorite part about being a realtor is building that one-on-one connection with my clients. Having that trust in place not only allows the process to go smoother, it lets us have fun along the way. I look forward to building that connection with you.
So Caitlin made my job super easy, and I absolutely adore her. But you look at this and talk about a way to get the edge above the competition. Let's say somebody emailed 5 different realtors. Everybody else, again, it's just a name. But they see Caitlin, and it's like, wow, that's somebody I want to work with. So I think the bottom line here is that we all know that video is important. And you all are using it in some ways. Listen, if you are doing tours through houses and you are using video, great. Keep on doing that. That is so important. But I also would say maybe there's room for using video in other ways, as we're suggesting. So the process of working with me, if you're doing something like a more professional video, so there's videos that you want to do that are going to be doing the tours of the houses, doing your day of stuff. That stuff's going to pop up for a little while and go away. But I think there's a lot of value in creating a professional video you can put in your email, you can put on your website, and that you can use over and over again. So we at Philly Power Media actually help you develop your pitch for you. A lot of you kind of were, working on how do I make a pitch, an elevator pitch. Well, I send out questionnaires to my clients, and then I help you develop your pitch. Get together with you, we develop that pitch. And then we craft the content of your video for you. So I'll write your content for you. And then I stand behind the camera. My other job is as a public speaking coach, and I help coach you through the process of your delivery. You saw how natural Caitlin looks, how natural Lila was. So we coach you through that process from A to Z, from building and creating your pitch, your content. We edit your video, and then we coach you on the techniques and best practices to use that video to get the most views and to create the most buzz for you and your business. So, everybody, we all know video is important. The numbers show that. The numbers show that you have to be using video to market yourself. So let's talk about return on investment. Caitlin told me after posting her video, she received leads and about 7 new clients shortly after posting it. People who saw it, friends of friends, because friends, again, your friends are sharing it. Realtors out in the suburbs who said, you know what, I'm gonna refer a client to you. That is a huge return on investment. Lila got several clients after posting her video, including one who was buying a $1.5 million home who had already picked out the home and went to her and said, we saw your video, you're the one we want to represent us. So, you need video. I'm gonna ask you, what are you gonna do to invest in yourself and your company today? Well, we are gonna run a special for you guys if you wanna create videos with us. Originally, a video business card is $2,000. If you guys sign up in the next 2 weeks, we'll do it for $1,800. Or if you sign up today, we'll knock off another $100 if you sign up. And I have some flyers and we'll tell you all that kind of stuff about what exactly we offer, what exactly we do. But I really think that what I'm gonna leave you with is what are you gonna do to promote yourself and get the edge above the competition. And it may be working with me, or it may not be working with me. But you need to make sure that you are using video to grow your business. You need to make sure that you have that pitch and that you are branding yourselves. I'm gonna be sticking around afterwards. I've got flyers, I've got cards, and I am around to answer any questions you guys might have.
All right, so who's doing video?
We know you are, Jeremy.
How'd you know?
No, I just threw that in there.
It's a good one. I got my 9-year-old daughter. She created her first YouTube page. So, all right. So, who's doing YouTube or who's doing videos right now? Raise your hand. Raise your hand high. Not kind of half. Either you're doing it or you're not. Okay. Now, who raise your hand if you're doing it yourselves? All right. Cool. So, do you ever notice in life you start something, you realize it works, but there's like this point you're like, I know I should hire an assistant. I know I should hire a trainer. I know I should hire this, but you know what? I'm going to hold off. Is that fair? Raise your hand if that's through your head. Okay? So, I'm a tennis coach. No, as soon as I started, I said, listen, I'm learning a lot here. I don't need a coach yet. He's like, tough, you're getting a coach. Right? So I got a coach right away. All of a sudden I learned my first coaching call, something took me 3 hours to understand, took me 30 minutes. Right? What I learned in tennis and how to escalate in tennis and get to where I went now in tennis, I hired a coach. It escalates everything quickly, fair? So I look at that price and I say, Lord have mercy, that's high. Fair? Right? Fair? It's a high price. But look at the return on the investment. I haven't used her yet. I know people that have, and it has worked, right? Zillow, how much money do you guys pay Zillow? Some people pay a lot, right? We're getting some crappy lead from Bob Jones from Punxsutawney who wants to move to Philadelphia, right? We're trying to figure it out. What I will tell you is this, is even a person like me who's been doing YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, I've realized this recently. I've realized that I've made and impacted a lot of people over the years, but I have a lot more to go. And I literally hired someone to help me tell my story. And that story is what you guys just saw there. If you look at Tony Robbins, you look at Grant Cardone, you look at any main speaker, they're really good at what?
Video.
It's the story. And what they've learned is they're normally not that good, but they had to practice. And what I'm most impressed with what I saw today is Caitlin, and I know Lila too, both have told me that is not natural. That takes work, fair?
Yes.
So let me ask you a question. If you didn't have her by your side, would you have done that?
No, absolutely
Why
not.
not?
I would have critiqued myself and just deleted it and never thought about it again, probably.
So my wife, Lily, wanted to be a Fox reporter, and she got an internship until she learned where she had to go in the middle of the night, and it was a shoot, and then she stopped, and then she got into sales, right?
Yep.
So that's it. Quick tour. So what she told me was, I said, you're gonna. Anybody meet Nick that runs around the skateboard? He does videos for some of you guys. He does some of my videos, right? What Nick did with my wife was he showed up at our house to shoot videos, and I couldn't believe it. She's like nervous and retakes and all over. I said, Tandra, I love you to death. Just roll with it, and you need to practice. But here's the difference: you're gonna get really good at this because you're prepaid.
Yeah.
So in life, when you're prepaid, like when I hire a coach or I hire a tennis, I try to prepay for 6 months. And weirdos out there say, you can't prepay. Like, that's weird. Like, I'm trying to give you money because I know I'll do it. You won't take it. The recent guy I got a lesson tonight, he's like, no, we only do 3 weeks. I was like, listen, I know you as a person, you need to change your business philosophies. Because guys like me and people like you guys want to commit. So I will tell you this, if you commit to that today, what's called the 5-second rule is going to change your life. Did anybody hear me ever say the 5-second rule? You ever hear this? What is it?
No.
Alright, so my friend Len Giacola did pretty good. He made about $49 million for his little division, and he got a cut of that. And what he taught me was the 5-second rule. And it's burnt me, and it's also helped me in real estate. He bought 10 houses last year. Of the 10, 7 were great deals. He bought it off the 5-second rule. Of the 3, they were just okay deals. But how many did he buy that were good? 7. The guy lives a life that most people want to live with his family. His daughter's the youngest child to ever graduate from Grant Cardone University. Okay, these people, they're coaching my daughter now. They're amazing, balanced. Their bills pay for their lifestyle. He's trying to determine 4 houses where he wants to live in the world. The purpose is this. He taught me this rule, the 5-second rule. If you're sitting in your seat today and that made sense to you, figure it out. And what Mike Ferry taught me was, and why my business exploded, is I never told Mike Soroka this. We had no money in the business guy. Just started a team with Mike. Went and listened to Mike Ferry, just like your presentation. I walked up to Mike afterwards and said, I'll sign up. He goes, great, what's your name? I was like, told my business name. He's like, do you need to check your partner? No. Why? Because he's going to critique it. And I learned the 5-second rule, just go with it if it makes sense. Because you're going to go back to your seat, you're going to think upstairs, and what's going to happen? This good old drunk monkey's been sipping on the Corona over there and whatever else we have. Fair? So you guys deserve it. I truly, truly believe video will change the game. I've raised money on it, I've sold houses, and I've built brands on it. And I want to take it to the next level. That's what I'm focused on. I'm trying to help you guys too, okay? So, raise your hand if you have interest.
Do you have, do you do social media strategy,
I coach you on social media strategy.
but
No,
ongoing?
no, I don't do social media posts.
Okay.
I do have, kind of people who I work with who can, but
More
that's
like
not.
ongoing coaching around social media.
Yeah,
opposed to-
yeah. I mean, I pretty much teach you the tactics, so that you can utilize those.
How much biz did you get off it? I'm just curious.
So far I closed 2 deals from it. One was just a theater person, the other one was a referral from a Bucks County agent that closed on Friday.
How much did you make? 10 G's.
Yeah, some are probably a little more, yeah.
5
So
times the
way
return.
worth it.
So
Yeah.
listen, I'm just bringing this all in today. I get nothing. I get no
Yeah,
cut
no.
from you. My whole purpose is this. This got re-emphasized recently. It's a 5-second rule. Would you guys agree? Who's experienced this?
Yeah.
Not right? How? When you've done it, has it worked?
Yeah.
How many times in your life have you talked yourself out of something?
Oh, plenty of times.
How many times have you guys in this room talked yourself out of doing something you should have bought a real estate investment and didn't? Right? So just think about it. We'll be here afterwards. I just wanted to kind of bring that into play. I care about you guys. I want to see you guys do well. I know video works. We all know video works. The question is, this is crazy. We'll all give money to stockbrokers. We'll all give money to insurance people. And guess who's at the golf course when I quit golfing 3 years ago? Stockbrokers and insurance people, right? They're always there.
Come on, Jamie.
Huh?
Come on, Jeremy.
Hey, you're not, but a lot of them are. Is it fair? I mean, there's a lot of people. We give our money to strangers, but who's the last person we invest in? Ourselves. We do this all the time. It's crazy. Invest in yourself, invest in yourself. That's, the whole thing I'm thinking recently and understanding what really successful people do. So enough of that. What's up next? Wait, first off, can you guys give it a hand to Wendy? Here's Jason real quick. Jason wants to tell you something about productivity program or Ignite. Can you give him a heads up about what's going on at Ignite?
Sure, what's up, fellas? How's everyone doing? All right. So I have a couple of things. So first of all, I have, how much money do I have in my pocket? Jeremy, how much money do you have in your pocket?
$100.
Couple hundred?
Yeah.
All right, 40?
Yeah, why?
All right, I have $40 for anyone that can stand up right now and read to me verbatim our mission statement without looking at anything. As a company.
Read the company.
Recite, not read. Recite our mission statement.
You might be losing that $40 money.
You can't be in any way staff because you just went to, and you can't have gone to the ALC clinic because they forced us to memorize. Anybody else? Anybody? All right, so you don't get the $40 because you were at ALC clinic.
Okay.
But can you tell us what that
Okay,
is?
so, to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving.
Awesome. So here's the deal, guys. We work for probably what I think is the best company that exists today. Right? Outside of real estate, outside of any other industry, we work for a company that really cares about us as individuals and us as business owners and invests in us as individuals and business owners. And yet, most of us have no idea what this company offers. We're not plugged in. We don't know all the different ways that we can go to ALC Clinic and how that helps our personal businesses. So who went to ALC Clinic? Okay, did you all come back with anything that you're going to personally affect into your own business and had nothing to do with ALC Clinic?
Other than the 7 hugs.
Other than the 7 hugs?
I think a lot of stuff on the culture side of things I've been trying to put into my business, and we're going to keep moving forward. I'm speaking about the 40 items of culture that we put out, which I think I mentioned like a couple team meetings ago, but that's a lot of stuff.
Cool. Very good. So the point is, as we plug into things, as we teach things, as we learn things, we're growing and our own personal business grows and it changes. So that's what coaching, and we are a coaching company. We believe that everyone should have a coach and everyone should be a coach. That's what coaching does. So I'm excited to be the productivity coach for our market center. If you're at all interested in how you can plug in even further to the wonderful resources that we have and need a little help in doing that, please contact me. It's jason.connor@kw.com. Also, my email's on that flyer that I passed around. I wanted to talk about 2 other real quick things. We've had a really successful Shift book club on Tuesday mornings. Anyone here in that book club? Raise your hand. So what we did was we read the book Shift. Everyone understands what a shifting market is, right? And what a shift is. And we split it up into 4 sections, and we get together and we discuss that over an hour on Tuesday mornings. And it has, at least for me, I'll just speak in my own experience, it has changed the way I think about things already, just in the short discussions that we've had. And it has given me immediate actions to take to make my business better and stronger. So we will be doing another book club next month. We're on the fence about what book to do. It most likely will be either The One Thing or MREA. You have to commit to come to all 4 weeks if you want to do it. This is something that is more private for my team, but I'm opening it up to folks who want to come and participate. And so if you're interested in that, please email me as well and let me know. I'll blast that out just like I did with the Shift Book Club. And then the last little pitch that I have is Script Battle. Who won the last script battle? Is anyone here in the room that won?
that was
Well, Jeremy, so let me talk about what script battle is, okay? First of all, is script battle, is it fun? And don't lie.
It's a load of fun.
Is it actually fun?
It's a
Okay,
load
it's
of
actually
It's the
fun.
best thing ever.
It really is actually fun, okay? And we have a progressive jackpot that you can win, whether or not, there's always a first and second place prize. The first place winner in script battle wins $50, second place wins $25. However, the winner gets a chance to beat one of the script masters. So the script masters are myself, Jeremy, Noah, other folks that pop in and out of the course. If you take the same script that you just won first place on and you can beat one of us, and it's done, the people in the room vote, you get the progressive jackpot. Right now it's built up to $125. So, because no one's beat us yet, because we're that good. So,
It's only happened twice. Now.
Right? It's only built through now. No, so there's a chance to win $175 on Thursday. It's at 1 o'clock. Please come. Script battle. It's usually in this room. Thanks so much. See you guys later.
Cool. Two more things around here. Katie, you want to talk real quick? Everybody know Katie? So, if you saw the Facebook announcement and the email, Katie became the new Director of Operations for the office. She's also going to help open up the new office, hopefully here in 2 or 3 weeks when it opens up at 24 on Walnut. If you have an interest on 24 on Walnut, email me. We are going to give a tour next week, and we have to get people in position for their desks over there. So if you do have interest, just email me, all right? So what do you got?
So I'm Katie, for those of you that I haven't met yet, but I feel like I probably know most of you or have worked with you at another market center before. And I'm going to be working on internal operations here with the staff to help things run as smooth as they possibly can and just have like more hands on deck. So questions, you can come to me. I just wanted to give a quick tech update because they're going to be rolling out the new technology program next March. So I'll be really quick because I know you want to eat and we're supposed to get finished. But just two reasons why to download Kelly and start using the app. Our regional MCA just came in. She's kind of like the queen MCA for the PA Greater Region. And two things that I took away from meeting with her is that the Kelly app is going to help you integrate with all the new systems that we're going to see in March. So by using that and uploading all of your information in there as much as you can, it will help so that when we're integrating the new system, you'll already have information in there, like your CGI goals or signing up for the referral network. Jason Connor and Allison Simon both are testimonials to the fact that they've received referrals through using that and just by having downloaded Kelly. So you can do that on your app, on your apps for your iPhone or your Google phone. And the other reason is that, you can get into the KW lab so that if KW can see that you're actually using the app on a day-to-day basis and asking it questions and giving feedback, they'll put you into a drawing for early adoption for the technology. So they'll reach out to you, and as more parts are becoming available or they're still testing them, you'll have access to them and get to see them in advance. So it just gives you a leg up on everyone and gives you the opportunity to get all of your information in there, so when it rolls out in March, you're kind of not doing everything last minute. So that's going to be part of my job, is to help implement that so that you know what you're doing when it comes out.
And if you know anybody that's good at social media and all these little other things that we need help implementing, it's great. You can do videos. I still need help with all the other things that I do from a technology standpoint. If you know anybody that's looking for a job that could give us 15 to 25 hours a week, I'm looking to hire someone. Could be an intern. It could be a person that's a part-time position. I'm personally going to pay it because I need help, combining everything and leveraging it. So just throw that out there too. Cool. All right, last but not least, where is Nancy? Well, please thank her when you guys go out there. Nancy is in charge of helping the title company over here now with Mark and the group. And I wanted to just make sure you guys give her a thanks. She brought all the food. But one last thing, Chris wanted to give you guys a heads up about insurance and see who can utilize them. And him and I talked about the other day the advantages of how he can help you get more deals under contract. He's going to give you a couple tips on what he's going to do.
So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Chris Coyne. I am the KW Affiliate Insurance Business Partner. I've been doing this for close to a year now. I know you guys are ready for lunch, so I'm just going to talk about two quick things. The first one is how we can help and be part of your team on the buy side. One of the things I'm sure you've heard me talk about are these clue reports, or get once we run an insurance quote. I think these are really helpful on the buy side, especially prior to the inspection. It gives you a lot of information about the home, some major or minor claims that may have happened. And let me tell you, even if it's not your house and you're buying a house, a previous claim on a house can make it difficult or expensive to get insurance. So when you're buying a property, it's not only your experience, but the experience of a property. You see that a lot in Philadelphia because of the age of the homes, and sometimes you get renovators that are throwing in PVC pipes instead of copper pipes, and they leak if they're not done well. So that's one thing I can't emphasize enough how critical that is on the buy side.
How would they get the clue reports from you?
So when I run one of the things we do is we get information, like when you run your MVR. So this is an MVR essentially for a home. So I run a report and gives you an insurance score, which
They
is just,
email you, you'll send a report. If their person bought a house, they should ask for a clue report. Is that what you're saying?
so no. So what happens is when I get the information, I need a date of birth and an address and a name to run a quote. So when I put in my information, it goes, some crazy thing gives an insurance score, which is up in the stratosphere. I don't know how they do it, but it's done. And then correspondingly, I will get a clue report that says, hey, there's been incidents on this house, and there's been incidents with this person, both of which can affect the ability to get insurance. Most importantly for you, though, having that ammo. The second point is education and information. As this market tightens, and you guys become, the masses shrink a little, they're going to be shopping harder for agents, and agents with good information, agents with good education are going to be those that separate. You go to the videos, but ultimately it comes down to a face-to-face when you're having that conversation with someone at a cocktail party, and they're talking about home insurance, or they're talking about title problems, and the fact that you have 3 people in-house that can give you good information on that. Now, oh yeah, geez, you're buying this $2 million house. Why do you have a regular State Farm policy?
Is it free?
What's that?
Is it free, the clue report?
Yeah, it comes with the thing. So anyways, keep beating me out here. But my point is here. So when you're in that face-to-face conversation, having this information, having this data is going to separate you, right? So to that end, education. Education is critical. The ability to talk about, we went to this high-value home thing. That's a seminar I'm going to give on Thursdays, how to insure and high-value home insurance. So if you're with a client, he's buying a $2 million house, and he's got a regular insurance policy. Geez, were you aware that you can get concierge policies when you buy a property like that? Do you understand that molding costs $400 every 3 feet? The plaster you want to get done around your thing. No one does that anymore. It's impossible to replace. You have a regular homeowner's policy, you're done. You can get pet insurance. You can get your stereo breaks. If you've got a nice policy, a concierge policy, they'll cover your broken stereo.
When's the next one?
So Thursday, absolutely. So Thursday, I'm going to give if anyone's been to one of my things, it's usually about 25 minutes. And fundamentally, what I'm going to do is take you through some boring stuff, show you some little target points again, so that if you're in a conversation with someone where this might be appropriate, you're going to have a little ammo. So anyway, Chris Coyne, GCA Insurance.
Where do you sit at? Upstairs, right?
No, I usually that half the room or this half the room.
All right, there you go.
So anyway,
cool.
please join me. It'll be, again, Thursday, 12 to 1, usually about 25, 30 minutes. Thank you for your time. And one of the things we're seeing that's really nice is I'm really starting to see more activity on the referrals, which is really great. So thank you very much.
So we're going to eat. Grab the hoagies. We'll come back in, and we got them speaking. Oh, there's papers on your chairs. Those are referrals. Shoot them over to me. I'll close them and pay you a down line.